Well, it is a big deal because not only are refugees going into Uganda, they're going back to Ethiopia, and some of them are even going into Sudan. And as long as the insecurity in South Sudan increases, as it has been during this year, there will be more of a refugee flow that will just continue.
Why is the insecurity increasing? Why is the violence continuing despite the Juba Agreement back in 2015, which was supposed to restore peace and stability? What went wrong?
Well, a number of things went wrong, very likely. At least some people on both sides didn't want to abide by that agreement. And right now you have a fractured opposition. You have a number of armed opposition groups increasing, partly because the main opposition, the SPLA-IO in opposition led by Riek Machar, is self-fragmented. And the type of peace agreement that IGAD has negotiated really gives priority to groups that have weapons and groups that can basically shoot their way to the negotiating table. There's no unity among the armed opposition. And there's no real incentive for the government to make deals with them.
We know there are new talks underway in Addis Ababa to try and revitalise the peace efforts. What's your assessment on how successful they're likely to be?
Well, one always hopes. The idea of a reunification of the SPLM is, at least in the short term, something that could help bring about a stable, negotiated transition. It won't by itself bring peace. But I think that one of the things that has been missing in the past has been an effective civil or civilian voice, people who are not part of the armed opposition, not part of the political parties, not part of the government, but who are beginning to make more of their presence known, a vocal presence, civilian groups that have been involved in public protest, civilian groups that have been involved in issues of human rights, documenting human rights abuses, and putting more and more pressure not only on the government but on IGAD and on the opposition to really come together in a peace agreement that has some sort of hope of holding and leading to a transitional government and a constitutional settlement in South Sudan.